Two boys go to the beach to surf. The younger is too young, so the older teaches him skills on shore first. The younger learns fast and wants to show off in the sea, but the older refuses at once. He tells the younger to practice on shore, then rushes into the sea with his surfboard. Seeing the older brother leave, the younger feels unwilling, grabs his surfboard, and jumps in. He swims to the older's side quickly. The older is worried since the younger just learned, but gives in to his begging. Too young to surf far out, they play in shallow water nearby. Bored by small waves, the younger slides toward the distance, not knowing danger is coming. The older turns, sees a huge wave crashing, and yells for the younger to come close. The younger slides hard, but is too late. The wave tosses him into the air. Then he tumbles in the sea. The older yells his name wildly, but gets no answer. He only finds the younger surfboard on the water. He swims frantically to shore and searches for his brother. Finally, he spots the younger washed up nearby. Drags him onto the beach. A lifeguard rushes to help as the older runs to a phone booth to call for help. Firefighters arrive and rush the younger to hospital. Sadly, he doesn't survive. Blaming himself, the older looks at a clown on the wall and gets coulrophobia. 40 years later, the boy becomes a fire captain. He still can't forgive himself. Back at the beach, he hasn't surfed since that day. For years, he hates both himself and his father. The brother's death breaks the family. Following his mom to a new city, the boy watches his father fade away through the car window. He knows nothing can go back. Years later, the captain learns his father is dying. Sitting beside him, all hatred turns to longing, and he still owes an apology.
Dad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't save him. I tried. I swear to God, I tried.
It's not your fault, son.
Turns out the father has watched him silently all these years. He couldn't save the family because he couldn't face his pain. Ashamed of everyone, he begs his son for forgiveness. After talking to his father, the captain lets go of his guilt and picks up the surfboard again. From now on, he finally leaves the past behind and faces everything bravely. The high-voltage wire has fallen into the swimming pool. The daughter is trapped in the middle of the pool. The nanny is eager to save her. Unexpectedly, she gets electrocuted immediately. The father in the house rushes out shouting. Buck hurries to stop him, because the seemingly calm water surface is now filled with 5,000 volts of high-voltage electricity. Whoever goes into the water to save people, the result is nothing but death. Under Buck's explanation, the father finally calms down. Following Buck's instructions, he squats by the water with his wife, slowly soothing his daughter's emotions. He finds an inflatable little shark by the pool and insists on riding it to save the girl. His partner is simply speechless. He was quite rational when persuading people earlier. How could he come up with such a stupid idea? She asks Buck for a portable knife, runs to the nearby water pipe in small steps. After cutting off the metal port, Buck understands at this moment. The rubber water pipe is an excellent insulator. As long as the little girl grabs the pipe, they can pull her to the edge of the pool. The two slowly approach the girl, carefully avoiding the water by the edge. Then, under the mother's comfort, the girl grabs the rubber pipe tightly.
It's okay. Hold on, sweetie.
The two maintain the same speed, moving towards the pool edge little by little. The little girl also performs great, floating all the way to reach the pool edge with the help of the firefighters. She safely leaves this death zone. This time, the firefighters who received the alarm also arrive, telling them that the power has been cut off. Buck makes the handover with them. It's another day of near miss, only the unlucky nanny. It seems that not understanding physics knowledge can really be life-threatening sometimes. This might be the most disastrous loss for the firefighters. The entire fire truck fell directly off the cliff. Just a moment ago, a man was playing tricks to fool everyone. He made strange hand gestures, claiming this could help their souls be reborn. Then he handed them a cup of tea, and they all drank it without hesitation. Only one woman raised a doubt, asking if there was placenta in it. Hearing this, the people who had already drunk it started to get nervous, because as the woman knew, some people mix placenta into juice and drink it, hoping to be reborn this way. The man began to panic a bit, and under their constant questioning, he hurriedly explained that it was just an ancient mysterious recipe, only containing mushrooms. They immediately asked if it would cause hallucinations, and the man's nervous expression instantly confirmed their suspicion. Seeing the scam exposed in public, he quickly got up and ran away. The people who found out they were deceived immediately chased after him. The man panicked, quickly picked up his watch to call for help, but he tripped over a stone and fell straight off the cliff. Firefighters soon arrived at the accident scene and found they were all hallucinating. The firefighters found the fallen man below the cliff who had sprained his ankle. They immediately started preparing for the rescue, and the captain even decided to go down himself. They drove the fire truck to the cliff edge, extended the ladder, and the captain began to descend from above. Just as they were about to approach the casualty, the soil by the cliff edge was too loose and cracked, so the team members above immediately told the captain to untie the buckle and find cover. The fire truck lost balance, fell directly off the cliff, and plunged into the valley bottom. Fortunately, they weren't injured. Seeing the fire truck smashed to pieces, the man got a little panicked, wondering how much he would have to pay for it.
Yeah, Eugene. That's bad.
He actually drives a military tank weighing 57 tons onto the road. Other private cars see it and quickly move out of the way, and those that fail to dodge in time are directly crushed into pieces by the tank.
Everybody take cover!
It turns out that just now, inside the military museum, the docent was giving a science explanation, but unexpectedly, the tank behind suddenly started up, then smashed through the fence and rushed out. This makes the little kid next to it extremely envious.
They have what?
When the tank reaches the road, it rampages wildly, flattening several luxury cars. The police quickly dispatch, arranging 2 rows of police cars in front, preparing to intercept the tank. However, in the face of a 57-ton tank, they are just tiny ants. Moreover, if the man in the tank fires a shell at them, they will be wiped out in an instant. Seeing the tank getting closer, the policemen all break into a cold sweat, but unexpectedly at this moment, the tank suddenly turns, crashes into the adjacent wall, and goes around. It seems this man isn't as heartless as expected. So why did he steal the tank? The police want to negotiate with the man, but they simply can't get in touch. Having no choice, they can only approach the man's wife, but learn a shocking truth. It turns out that the man is a retired tank gunner, and his daughter is also a soldier, who has made countless military achievements. However, just a week ago, the daughter suddenly committed suicide, and the reason for her suicide makes people very angry. It turns out that the daughter was injured during a mission, leaving behind after effects, but facing such a hero, the local hospital refused to provide her with treatment. In despair, the daughter committed suicide with hatred, and after her death, the government didn't hold a decent military funeral for her. As a father, the man is determined to seek justice for his deceased daughter, so he steals the tank from the museum, vowing to flatten that hateful hospital. But unexpectedly, at this time, the wife actually calls, urging the man not to do something stupid, and the 911 rescue center also dissuades the man, transferring the line to the fire captain. The captain expresses deep sympathy for the man's daughter's experience. However, sympathy can't heal the man's pain. He doesn't want those irrelevant sympathies. He wants the hospital and the government to repent for his daughter. But he doesn't expect that. The firefighters actually stand collectively at the hospital gate, saying that if the man wants to flatten the hospital, he has to drive over them first. This makes the man extremely torn. Firefighters save lives and heal the wounded. They are also heroes of the city. How can he have the heart to hurt them? And then the captain adds, the hospital is full of innocent, ordinary patients. These people, I believe the daughter in heaven wouldn't want to see this either. Moreover, the daughter is a respectable hero, but the man's current behavior is tarnishing the daughter's reputation. The captain's words really hit home. In order not to bring disgrace to his daughter, finally, this father compromises. At the last moment, he stops the tank, and what awaits him will be prison time and the huge debt from the massive destruction caused by driving the tank.